All right. Good afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, good afternoon. The chairman, Kumara Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center, our legal department, co-comics and viewers, helping Mrs. Solution live from our Shasha Alimosho branch, have a case of domestic violence reported by Mrs. Chika Blessing Nagwalu against Mr. James Nagwalu Chukuma. Okay. The complainant is live in our office. Please join us as we interview her and contact the defendant for a peaceful resolution. I may not want to start up all the story since herself is live here to give us the full complaint. Today is Independent Day, and those that were attending to live from our Shasha Alimosho branch, any case registered today as far, of, as far as his domestic violence or other related matter is free. Okay, follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center, and subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice Advocate Center. For more useful information, you can visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, ma.
Okay, let's hear you out, your name, where you come from, and let's hear all the stories.
My name is Mrs. CHIKA. I'm residing at 34 Omoloja Street, Obadore. Now, I came to report against my husband, Mr. James Magwalo, for domestic violence, and he sold my property without my consent. This incident happened. It has been since he married me, but I don't want to go too far. Let me start from the recent ones. He always beats me. If I did something minor that he's supposed to call me out and talk to me as a wife, he will beat me. Sometimes he will throw my load outside. After everything, they will call for settlements. We will ask for my people to call for settlement, and my people will come for settlement. So last 3 years, that is what he did also.
Madam, continue. You don't need to work now.
Last 3 years, that is what he did for me. After he beat me up, he threw my load outside, threw all my goods outside. It's the compound people that helped me to bring my good out and my load inside. But still, he insisted that I will stay outside. I slept outside that day. After everything, I called all my family people. They came and pleaded for him. So for past 8 years now, he has not been doing anything. I'm the one taking care of the family. But I'm not complaining. If you complain, you are in trouble. So I had a shop in my compound where I'm living. I'm selling provision. If I'm selling there, he will come and stand by the side monitoring me. Anybody he sees that is buying market from me, he'll be telling me that those men that are buying those goods, that are buying goods from me, they are my man friend. And this thing continue causing problem all the time. If you see any woman that come to stay with me there, you say, are those women, are those people that are deceiving me? You don't want me with friends, you don't want me to go to church, even to go to meeting. You stop me from all those places. But I don't complain. For peace to reign, anything he said, I will do it. But last time now, when when I went to meeting, after coming back from meeting, he said that, are you sure it's from meeting that I said it's meeting I went. I said instead he called my president. he still suspected me. I didn't talk. So every time this thing will be causing problem. So when I called my family member, they came. After that, my family people, my uncle told me that instead of me quarreling with him all the time, it's better I look for a way to find another thing doing so that I will leave that job for him. I said, okay, no problem. After Koro, he sold my property. Even he didn't tell me. It's later I noticed that he sold the property. The way he was spending the money. Before then, before I bought that property, the year 2003, at the rate of 110,000, I bought that property. When I bought that property, I hide the receipt and everything about the documents. I hide it under my rug. He did not know. So the brother that was living with us, one day like that, rain fell. After the rain fall, rain enter inside my house. So the brother that was living with us was packing things and carrying, because I'm not around, I went to the shop. Then he saw that documents. He look at it and see that the landed property belongs to me. Then he's the one that told his brother, your wife have property, you did not have. How can the woman that you marry will have property and you did not have? So when my husband came back, he brought out that receipt that you buy property, you use your name. It shows that you are wiser than me or what. So I saw that that thing is bringing problem all the time. Every time it's bringing problem. If I do minor thing, it will beat me. If I do minor thing, even he will slap me in presence of people. But after, when I find out that is that land that is causing problem, I want to buy the second one. I called him. I called my cousin. We went to where we are buying it. After buying the second property, then I brought out the former receipt that I have. I gave it to them. I say, I want you to change this receipt to Mr. and Mrs. Then they say, okay, you want to make the name to be you and your husband? I say yes. Then they change the receipt to Mr. and Mrs. As they change it, since that time, peace reign. But I discovered that when I want to build the house again, there was another problem. I said, I want you to follow me to Songo. I want to start building that place. He was angry. So you have money, you can't give me to do business. I said, the one I've been giving you, you don't refund it. And I want to invest the money I have because of these children coming. By that time, I'm pregnant for this, my daughter. I want to invest the money. I don't want to waste the money because if I give you money, you will not refund it. And it will be causing problem between me and you. So let me invest the one I have. So he was fighting with me at the road when we are going to Songo. Even when we get when there, he left me and go. But I insist, I use that money to do what I want to do. I later came back. After finishing that building, I put tenants there. Three tenants were there because it's three flats there. When I was collecting that money, he was angry with me that I'm showing that I have sense. I'm the head of the family. I said, okay, instead of you to cause problem, be collecting the money. If you collect it, then we spend it together. They are paying inside his account. Time for him, there is another property that came and they asked me to come and buy. I said, no, my husband doesn't have. I want him to have his own property. I took him to that place. I make sure that I forced him to buy that property. He built it. That place was 7 flats. I was so happy. All the money that I'm collecting, he is collecting in his account. I don't complain. Then in the village, there's a business he did. I say, I want you to invest that money also. Go to the village and build. He built 4 shops, 4 rooms. He give it to tenants. They were inside that shops and this they are paying into his mother's account. And he said that he don't want his mother to be doing farming work. I say fine. So when his mother died 4 years ago, then he carried the property to his. I say okay now, all these three property, let them be paying one inside my own account. How can this property, I have one and you have collected it from me, you be collecting money on your own, let me be collecting this one on my own? Say no, it's the same thing. It's okay, for peace to reign. That one, this thing, he gave it to his brother. His brother used that property for 6 months. He collected it back. He's collecting all the whole money in his account. So I found out that if he collect the money, he will not tell me. Before I know it, he have already almost spent it. That's okay, no problem. For peace to reign, we have problem one time like that during that corona time. Things were so difficult. That's okay, let us sell one of the property because that one I have not finished it. People are not living there. Let us sell it. So when he sold it, even I don't even know where he sold it. He sold it 4.3, and he told me it's 4 million. So okay, no problem. The money was paid in his account. I said, how can they pay the money in your account? You are not the one that owns it. He said that I mean it's a husband and wife property that he cannot eat the money. I said, okay. Before I knew it, he had almost spent the money. I said, no, this thing, this property, I must take out of it. I went to go and look for another shop. That shop I went for, that shop was cost 370,000. He asked me to bring the landlord's account number. He's the one that transfer money to landlord. Then I said, oh yeah, give me money for start the business because I want to leave the other shop for him. Let me go and start another one. As I told him to give me the money, he said no. He said I should call the person that want to bring the goods, the okrika. I called the woman, 400,000. He gave the woman the 400,000, making 770,000. That is what I got inside that 4.3 million. I said, okay, no problem. I started that business. Still, he's not doing well in that shop. I collected, because before you know it, that money has finished. Before I know, last year I went to collect money from AB by microfinance, 400,000 to put in that provision shop. Went to around February again. I collected 300 to put inside that the same provision. I left that place for him to be managing it. Let me go and be managing the one in Laje. I'm selling clothes there. But still, he will not stay in the shop. He will be coming to my shop because I'm selling men trousers, shoes, and shirts. He will be coming to that place. That is when he will tell me that he saw a man that is buying market for me. That man is the man that is dating me. That is, even to the extent he came one day to embarrass me in presence of my customer that the man was my man friend. Before you know it, the clothes that the man bought, he took the clothes from the man. Even he wanted to fight the man. He took the clothes from the man. He wanted to fight it, calling me all sorts of names in the market. I was shedding tears. I told the man that he should leave the cloth too. He collected the cloth, he collected the money because he said that the man did not pay. I'm touching him the money, the clothes. I said, no, how can I dash somebody that wants to buy clothes, my clothes? He gave me money. Thank God the money the man gave me was still in my hand. I brought out the money and gave it to him. He collected the money from my hand, 2,000 naira. He collected the clothes from the man. He left. The man said, you are holding my clothes, you are holding my money. Now, either you give me my money or you give me the clothes. But he insisted, and they wanted to fight there. I was begging the man to go. He should leave him that. Later, I will balance him the money. The man left. That's the embarrassment he gave me in the market. Another one in the shop. He has been embarrassing me up and down, even in presence of my children. He will be beating me, calling me all sorts of names in the presence of my customers. I said, okay, let me leave that place for him. I left it. So I found out that he was dating a girl of, I think, 23, 24 years, opposite that my shop. Even I don't know. Because if I go to that my shop, before I will come back, it will be late. It's my daughter that told me, Mommy, stay here one day. Your husband will carry another woman come out. I say, my husband, who? He said, that
Don't
is
say
not
that.
My daughter, this is my daughter. I say, who? He said, Daddy. I said, ah, it's a lie. She told me, I have been waiting, and you will see that me, I don't know that if I slept off, he will go away. He will go out. Before he will come back, it will be 12, 1 midnight. So now if I wake up and say, ah, where did you go? He say he went outside to take breeze. I don't know that he's following that girl up and down. Before you know it, that shop run down. That shop run down. I said, okay, what are we going to do? Even when we sold that property, I forced him to buy car that he will use it to do transport, hoping that he will drive that car as transport. He bought that car himself. He did not drive that transport. He said that instead they will call another driver to drive it. That is how he left that car. He gave it to another person. I said, okay, let me quickly leave that shop for you. But that shop, he cannot manage it. Before you know it, that shop food down. So when I found out that there is a girl that is eating up that shop, I focus on that shop. I found out everything. I said, okay, no problem. But the ways he will be telling me, I've told you that I don't want you again. You are old, that I want small, small girls. That if you didn't go away from this place in life, you will go away in death. I say, ah, I don't, and I'm not telling you not to marry another wife. Marry the wife, come, no problem. So far I have my own children, I'm not going anywhere. I didn't know that this man is planning me very well. So one day like that, he went out. I was with him. The girl called. As the girl flashing, he take his clothes. I said, where are you going? He said, I'm coming. He went out. Before he came back, around 1:30 to 2, I have already slept. Immediately he came, I did not know I've already slept. All of us have slept. We are close from job. Slept. He knock. I did not know. The next thing he did, he used something to break the net. From the net, he break the door, he entered. He came to me, I was sleeping. Start beating me there. I said, what did I do? That I purposely locked the door. I know that he went out. Why did I lock the door? I supposed to wait for him until he comes back. I say, ah, did you tell me that we are going out? You did not tell me that we are going out. How can I be waiting for you? He started beating me that night. He beat me from in my compound. I left there because of shame. He beat me there from that midnight till around 4. It's only one woman that used to come out because other ten ants they don use to come out again. They have known us. That woman Alaja, she came out and say, ah, Baba Oge, ojú oti you no dey shame at your age. That woman was the one that was holding him. And by that time, he was strangling me to my neck. My daughter stand up. That you want to kill my mommy, you want to kill my mommy, leave her. He did not. My daughter start holding his hand. That is when he bites my daughter. Then me too, I hold him. Why do you want to kill why do you bite my daughter? Even he bites me too on my back. That woman is the one that separated that fight that night. That one left. Even that night we did not sleep that house. He drove us away. We went to sleep in our neighbor's house. So after that incident happened, they came to settle us. That one started again. After 2 weeks interval again, he continued the same thing. He left. When he came back, that one he came back around after 2 in the night. Ah, that the same thing that happened last time did again, repeat itself again. Then I told him that I cannot be watching you when you go out. If you want to go, you go, carry key. But for me to be waiting until you come back, I can't do that. He started that fight again. When he hold my throat, you hold my throat to strangle me. My daughter said no. Even my daughter called the other boy that you should go and call the ten ant. When the boy went to call other ten ant, nobody come out, only that woman that come out. So all of us, we try, me, when my daughter hold him, I managed to drag myself out. I take all my children. Both the woman, when the woman came, we have already finished fighting. I took all my children, both my boy, we left the house for me. The next morning, I came to my friend's place in Igondu. We stayed there more than 1 month. I didn't know that that is when he was planning to sell that property. He took all the whole documents, everything. Later, my family was calling me, where am I? This, I said, I'm in my friend's place. They said, I should come, but let them settle us. I said, okay, no problem. Because during that time was holiday time. So I came back, they settled us. When they settled us, I hope that he has changed. So the next thing, after everything, I started that business again, doing my business. But the other job I've already full. The next thing he did was, he wants to travel. I said, travel to where? He said his brother and his wife has fight, that they want to go and settle the fight. I did not know that my husband have already sold that property. Even his bag was inside wardrobe, money was inside, about 500,000 or 1 million. I don't know, but I know that it's money. I didn't even know that it's money because he wrapped it with clothes. But during that time, that week, he was spending money anyhow. I said, where did you get money? He said he did business. I said, which business? He said, why would I ask him such a question? That he did business, he did business. I believe him, but my mind did not go that I should go and check my documents, because that document has been there since 2003. So I don't know that his mind will go to that extent to sell that last property that I have. So that night, after everything, he told me, how much is the money you are owing microfinance? I said, ah, see the amount, oh, it's okay. I want to pay everything off. I said, okay, fine. I was happy that I want to pay the basic down. He brought all the money that I should give this person this money, give this person this one. I said, okay. He was spending money, spending money. I said, "Ah, thank God, the level don't change." That night, he called my friend. I left. He called my friend. He told my friend, what do you want to eat? Anything you want, take. I will be traveling tomorrow. That one asked, where did you get money? He said, ah, I sold one property. That one said, ah, did your wife? He say, ah, what concern me? So when he left, because my friend did not want to tell me that time, because he knows that if you tell me, I will not allow him to go. So the next morning he left, that my friend came. He told me, where's my husband? He asked me, where's my husband? I told her that he has gone. He said, ah, did he tell you that he sold your property? I said, no, how can he sell it? No, my husband cannot do that. She was, she told me, so you trust your husband? I know that he can fight. He likes problem, but he cannot sell the property. It's okay. So one man came to me and said, go and check the documents. Later I ran to where the document is. I did not see anything again. I was in that, all my body was shaking. Then I called my brother and my uncle. See what I'm seeing, oh. They said that I should not conclude yet. I should go to where the building is in Songo. So when I went to Songo, I just saw where the packed sand, concrete, everything. I say, ah, what are you people doing here? Who is here? What is going on here? The man that is building that place said that, who are you? I said, I'm the owner of this place. He said, no, I did not know you. The person that sold this place for me is a man. I say, man, okay. Ah. Immediately I ran to Alhaji that sold that place for me. Alhaji, see what I'm seeing, oh. Alhaji say, ah, madam, what happened? We have been asking after you. I said, what? Why did you people sell this place without my consent? He say, ah, I think we ask your husband, where are you? Your husband said that we are very sick. Then they say, bring your
Now
his
you are
our
very
number,
sick.
that I was very sick. I cannot come. Bring your wife number, let me call her. He said, I do not have my phone, I was spoiled. That no problem. What do you want to do with money? It has not been 2 years that you sold the other property. Now you want to sell this one again. What is going on? I cannot allow you to sell this one. He said, because my wife is owing so many bank, that they want to pay off the bank, and she's not feeling fine, that they want to treat her with the money and pay off the bank. That is why they want to sell the property. That is how Alhaji signed, him to sign. They left that place that I'm supposed to sign as my own. I said, Alhaji, So you sold my property without my he say it's not him that sell it, it's my neighbor that bought, the person that buy it.
Your
And
neighbor,
my neighbor,
where you are living now?
no, where the property was,
Where is the property?
at Songo, Winners, opposite Winners.
Okay.
That is where the property is. My neighbor that has property there also, that it was the person that brought somebody that buy that particular place.
The seller.
So that day I was so shocked. So I called him.
That was when?
This thing was happening May.
This year?
Yes, May this year. By that time he has already left. So later I was up because that shop make me I start have malaria. So I called him and we decided, we and Alhaji decided that we should not tell him, let him come back. If he come back, then we should hold him to bring the remaining money. I did not know that my husband already planned himself. Even he have told my street people that he's no more coming back. If I stay, I tire, I go pack my children find way. So when I went home that day, I called him. I say, I did not know that when the Alhaji told us that we should not tell him anything, let him come back first. The man that took me to Alhaji, Mr. Akoni, and that my neighbor that brought the person that buy that place, Akoni has already called him and tell him everything, because Akoni too collected his own percentage for that place. So when I called him that, I'm not feeling fine though. See, even my son is not feeling fine. He say, abi I went to go and disgrace him in Songo. I should go and tell them to give me money now. I say, which money? What are you talking about? He said, so I'm pretending. I said, okay, no. He said, okay, if you are pretending to leave now, you did not send that money. It's after 2 days that my son was so sick that we are calling him. He sent us 30,000. Because the woman that used to treat us used to collect 8,000, my son 7,000. Then money for feeding that week 10,000. And we pay electric bill also. That is the only 30,000 he gave us. Then during that time he was giving us every week 10,000, every week 10,000. Till we got to um, June, middle week of June, he stopped giving us money. And by that time my children, they have sent them back to from school, that they should pay school fees. I called him, oga, these children, they don send them come back bring their school fees now. He say he no get to. I say, I don't even want to tell him that the money you took nko. I did not talk. I say, how are we going to do it now? So when he was telling me anything, I asked him, bring money now. At the time he was not bringing money for food again.
Okay, what do you want?
Me?
Yes.
What I want now is that he should come and take responsibility of his children. They are not going to school. Even this one now, very soon we go to university. They are not. He should come and take responsibility of his children and my money. At least he should, even though you don't want to bring all the money, you should give me part of the money. Let me start something. Let me start business with the money.
Which business are you doing?
For now, those okreka that I remain is what I'm selling to feed the children. Clearance, I will go and buy clearance. My friend took me to where I will get clearance with the one I have before. I'm using it to manage to feed my children, but it's not helping. So what I need my money. You should give me my money, even though you cannot give me all of them. You should give me part of it. And my children, you should take responsibility of his children. Because he said that he don't want me again, he has somebody. And no problem, let me take, he should take care of his children and give me part of my money, even though he can't bring everything. He should give me part of it, let me do my business and take care of my children also.
But if you want the marriage, wahala no go dey for the money abi.
Me, marriage, I'm afraid I cannot go back to that marriage. All my body, I'm sure, he has almost disfigured all my part of my body because of marriage. I don't want again. Let him go and marry. Let me have rest of mind.
Since when has it been beating you?
Since even on the day of my wedding, He naked me, he beat me up. On the day of my wedding, he
Wedding
naked
with him, I be with another person.
with him, even his parents. His my mother was there, my mother was there. Just minor thing. I should tell my parents, my family to go, that his own family should stay. I said, I cannot tell my family to go. How can I tell my family to go when the everywhere was dark? It's already late. When you want this thing, if you want space for your family, why can't you go and rent hotel for them? Then you ask me to tell my family to go. Let them be there. Anyhow they see themselves, let them manage themselves. Before I know it, he slapped me. From starting the wrapper I tie that I want to go and back, he remove it from my body. I wear only white, only white. He has been giving me so many things, but I've been enjoying it because of the children. But now I can't. I don't have that
When
strength
I do
again.
wedding, I don't children don't dey that time.
When I did wedding,
Mm.
no child.
Na wetin you sign for. So you no go talk about that one.
During that time,
First
parents go
elected you
say
on your wedding
endure.
day.
Parents will tell you endure, he will change. And you believe your parents na endure, he will change. But from there, time goes on. Instead of things to be better, it will be getting worse. I thought maybe if I get children, he will cool down. But he did not cool down. Instead, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And now, this my stage now. I don tire, I no get strength to endure that wahala again. At my age, by this time as I dey so, you go send me and my children away. We go and look for where to sleep every time. You will send us away. We go and look for where to sleep. Sometimes you throw my bag and my daughter bag away. No, that's why I say the shame is too much for me. That's why I left that Bariga. I came to relocate here.
So where the man dey now?
He's still there, but he's coming next week. He's at the village, his village, but he's coming next week because he called my pastor
Mm.
yesterday
Mm.
and told my pastor that I have done away with his children and his property, that is coming, that he will use police to catch me. I say better, even I'm waiting for him to come.
So how do you know he's coming next week?
He's coming because he told that pastor that he's coming. The pastor asked him to come, that he will settle us. He said that he did not want me. He just want to come and collect the children. I said, okay, no problem. Let him come. He's coming. You call the pastor.
You want to collect the children go village?
I wan carry my children go village. Make e go share am for im family, make dem carry dem one by one.
This one behind this how old?
She's 17 years. The younger one is 10, while the other one is 8.
She's the eldest among them.
Yes.
She's the eldest among them. Let them know answer for you.
I said I want to rest.
Honey. Hmm?
Yes, ma. She's the eldest.
Okay. We will not want anything that will not make him to come.
Yes.
So today sef we will not call him.
Yes.
When he come to Lagos, we will ask him. We will invite him. We will come and invite him come here so that we will hear his own side of the story.
Story there.
We don't hear your own, abi?
Yes.
We want to hear from the man. Maybe na you dey lie or na you dey say truth here. We will know. By the time we invite the man to the office, when he come, this week we are entering, abi?
Ma?
This next week now.
Yes.
Do you know the day precisely is coming?
I will call the pastor. I will call my pastor. He told me it's on Thursday. He will come on Wednesday. We invite him on Thursday to his church. Because that church is every Thursday that we used to have in the stadium.
Okay, if he's coming now, where is he going to stay?
He has family now. That's from the stadium.
So he's coming to that church on
Yes.
Thursday.
Yes. His family is living at Barracks. in Okokodere.
Okay. And the church is where?
The Konso.
Continue.
Yeah.
What you do, if you confirm that
It's around.
it's around, you come to the office, come and let us know. Hmm?
Yes.
But I will not want to call him to hear from him today. I want him to come to
Come,
Lagos.
if you come,
Since Pastor have confirmed to you that he's coming,
yes. Because
let
if you
it
hear,
come.
you will run away.
Hmm? You say?
If you invite him, he will run away.
You can't say no. You know whether the man get waiting to tell us more than
I
waiting
have
to
no
tell us.
problem, no problem.
Uh-huh. If you dey Lagos, we will definitely invite you. We cannot hear only you
Yes,
and
yes.
George now. Until we hear from the
From
man.
him.
Uh-huh. Maybe there's what you have also done that the man have to tell the office. Then
Yes.
when you listen to both sides, I will listen to who is this man, Kevin Pascal insulting. Let's block this person. You know, people like this are not supposed to be here. Their mother did not train them well, and they will still want to come to public and watch people and insult them. I believe somebody like this Kevin did not come for a better background. When you see people that their mother train, you will know. Those one that lack home training, possibly their parents don't even know, maybe they just born him like that, and don't even know the whereabout, who is the father or who is the right mother. They will come to public and be insulting complainant and the defendant. So if you are the family of the man, uh, sweet Sandra, you don't even need to let that person, you don't make him important. The admin have called our attention and have removed him. You know, people can be very nasty and stupid. That is the essence of knowing how with their background. When you see a background of somebody, you don't need to be told. Their comment alone will tell you that they have no background at all. A man or a woman that is well trained from a good background, if you watch their comment in the public, you will applaud their parents. But those ones that does not have parents, some don't even know who is their parents. I know how many people that call us to ask us to go and trace who is their biological parents. Some will ask us, go to this woman said she is my mother, I want to know if truly she is my mother and who is my father. So that kind of person can be in the public and be commenting rubbish and call names, because possibly that is the same way he or she was born. So don't respond to him. We will wait for him to come to Lagos. What I was expecting from you, if this man is not working, he has not been working, he sold land since April, you never
May.
May, you never take any step, you never said anything until now that pastor said he's coming to Lagos. That is when you know road to human rights office. That is number one. Because if your hand is pure, which I'm not going to judge yet, you both who sell the land, as far as both names are inside, before you sell land, even if they confirm that you are sick, They need to say, okay, go there, video your wife from a sick bed. Madam, don't interrupt me. Don't raise hand to interrupt me. They will ask your husband, go there and video that woman that is on sick bed, bring to us. If your contact number is there and one alhaji said your husband say your number is not going, if they call the number, is your husband with your phone? Is your phone not with you? If they call your number, won't your number ring that alhaji will hear? So both alhaji that sold land o, the husband, the alhaji that bought land o, the husband that sold land o, they will arrest all of them. Let him come and provide, you can return the money to who he bought land from if your name is there. Do you understand me? One. Then number two, you did not also do well. Though you said you have been doing business, the man is irresponsible until we hear from the man. Because if you eventually notice that you are married to an irresponsible person and you bought land, you try to build the future of your children, you are not supposed putting uh, property document under carpet. Is that safe enough? No. If water touches that paper and the paper got spoiled, that is the end of the document. You did not take it to where to bank to go and keep. You did not safeguard it in another place. You put it under carpet in your house. Then they find it. You now handle join name. Okay, after you add both of your name together, why don't you just leave the place and take the document to a safe place where you save it? You also left it until you have to remove it from there again. You are supposed to let him understand you both of you should buy land. There's a way you guide, even if you marry somebody that is not responsible or you marry somebody that squander too much. You don't give money, but you people do things together. You let him understand you are doing this. Let him know I cannot drop the money because I know if it gets to your hand, you will lavish. And if the money gets to his hand, ensure you do a bomber to bomber monitoring to ensure he invest the money where both of you want to invest it. But if you are doing something behind, you have to discover this one, later you discover that one, then you now say they should go and build house, you now go and started building house, then you turn him to be the wife, you become the husband. Things are not done like that. I thought during you people's time, if according to what our grandparents used to tell us, that if a woman is married and your husband pay your dowry, if you do anything without the consent of your husband, that is a taboo. Is it true or not?
No, I do not do. I must let him know.
I can't hear. Use that mic, man.
I said
Use that mic. Use the mic I give to you.
I said before I do anything, I will let him know.
Okay, but you did not let him know now. The
He,
land you bought, you did not let him know
no.
until they discover it.
Oh, yeah, talk. If you finish talking.
I'm asking you a question. You cannot wait for me to finish
He
talking before you
knew.
answer.
No, I thought you are still talking. That's all. He knew that I bought the land, but it's my name that I wrote there.
No, you said your brother-in-law discover where he was cleaning house and find the paper under carpet. Madam, I'm not the only one hearing you.
Yes, yes.
So why did you say he knew that you bought the land?
He knew that, but he does not know that it's my name that I wrote there.
No, that was not what you said.
Ma,
That was not what you said.
sorry. He knew that I bought the land, but my name was written there. His name was not written
You
there.
say first, he did not know you bought land. Your husband brother find a paper and discover that you bought land and tell the brother, you as a husband did not have anything and your wife that is your wife have gotten property. That was when your husband brother brought the document and your husband because of that started beating you. And I started beating you, you now said, okay, now that you know that I bought the land, I bought it because of the future of the children. Let me add your name. That was when you now add his name. When you added his name, he stopped beating you. Then both of you started living normal. Then you now decided to go and be building the house. Was that not what you said?
Sorry, that's what I said. But sorry for correction. He knew that I bought the land, but it's my name that I wrote there. He did not know that only my name I wrote there. He knew that I bought there, but he did not know that it's only my name I wrote there. Because when we went to buy the land, he stepped aside. My cousin was the person that took us there. He stepped aside.
It's
He
only
knew, but I did
no
not.
problem. If
Eh,
that is what you are turning it to now,
eh,
what you said is what I say.
okay,
Because me,
sorry,
I'm a
ma.
good listener.
Sorry, ma.
But
He knew, but he did not know that it's only my name I wrote there. So when the brother saw the name, that is when he would say that, how can you allow your wife to write his name and you did not have?
no problem.
Sorry, ma. That is what
No,
I
there
mean.
is no issue, but you're supposed to have acted long before now. Because now that you are talking about, you said you have to come and take care of his children. When the man sold the land, and you know that this man just sold this land, and he saw plenty money in his bag, and he was lavishing money, and you did not know where about the money, whether he has gone to do ritual. Somebody that is married for 18 years or 17 years or 20 years and have not gotten that kind of money before, say you do business, you did not investigate. Then you later discover that he sold the land. You did not follow it up on how they were arrest both people that bought land and people that conspired. You left him to go and stay in the village April, May, June, July, August, September. Money na this thing. They got the money na the man hair. They did not gum that body to his hair. Na it's not his anus hair. If the man had been spending money lavishly and you know he had been spending like that, do you know if he has finished the money or he still have some? Somebody that if he doesn't have account, he sold land and his bank is inside his bag. Do you think he would have saved that money from that time till now? That you are expecting him to have the money and be sending to you and your children? Hmm?
Sorry, ma. Are you true?
Go ahead.
The time he went to the village, I went to report. My uncle took me to party. We went to report the case at that. Then those policemen said that we should wait when he comes back. That is why we are delayed now. So last month, I got information that he wants to sell his own property again
Where?
at Marigate. He has his own property. So he came. My friend saw him. He came. He want to lease it, but unfortunately he gave it to developer, part of it. So and the people that want to use it say that unless he will drive all the whole tenants before they can be able to use it. So it's not, he cannot be able to use that property. That is when he went back. I had the information. So for that arresting on, when they want to arrest, it's from that party that they say that we should wait. Instead of us going to village to arrest him, let us wait. Because when they called him, he said that he's coming next week. He's coming next week. That is what he was saying. So they hope that he's coming next week that he said that he's coming. But since then, he did not
But at
come.
least you know where he's staying in the village.
Yes.
Even if you warrant to go arrest him from the village, they will arrest him.
So I do not know now.
Mm-hmm.
So the information they say I to wait that he will be coming instead of going to that village. That is when
It's
why
okay,
it was
no
delayed.
problem. Communicate with your pastor and let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
let's hear from him also.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry, ma'am. All right, thank you viewers for being with us. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page on Women Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For more useful information, visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. We'll be back in a moment.